Hey guys, so is stripping degrading towards women or should it something we should be more empowered to? Well, I'm here and Mariel's here to talk about it on the Carmichael Show. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Hey.
Oh yeah, I brought the picture. I forgot Shannon wasn't here, but I brought the picture to show you what he looks like.
Oh, really?
I was looking at my house and I was just like, grab it. But yeah, we playing Love of the Stripper because Maxine's sister got a secret up in here that she just finds out. So, we open, and obviously the Carmichael family has yet to meet her. So, they're trying to wondering her little skeletons, like, what's wrong with her? Like, why have we met her in the 2+ years you guys been together? That's, it's not, a bad question because why haven't I met you?
Yeah, I mean, that's a long time to not have the two families meet, especially because there was an engagement. So you would think at some point the two families would have met.
I would love to meet her mom and just see who plays Maxine's mom.
Yeah.
Because she is black. I'm just like, ooh. So, Maxine's sister name is Casey. And, she's very nice, polite. She seems very smart, very put together.
Very well put together.
And, she goes to the restroom. And then Bobby is just, that inkling you get when you know somebody, but you can't know where you know them, and then you really think hard. Is that
Caramel Diva
from the Blue Diamond?
Oh, I think I know that face.
Like I've seen for 45 minutes, she gave me a lap dance. So,
right.
Yeah. And like obviously, first of all, Gerard wants to know what were you doing at a strip club a little bit. He's like, well, I had a friend take me to the strip club. When I was having a really tough time with my divorce. Mm-hmm. And, Maxine's like, that can't be my sister.
Right. Couldn't believe it. Which, I mean, I don't blame her because you feel like you know your little sister enough to know whether she would strip or not. But clearly, Maxine did not know her little sister very well.
And then, like, as soon as you hear the words, Maxine, we need to talk, my secret's blown.
Oh, it's out there. She's a dancer. And I was actually really surprised by Maxine's response to that. I thought she'd be a little more cool about it because she does. I'm glad they caught her on being a little hypocritical because, you present yourself as a feminist. You're like, oh, stripping is perfectly fine. It's expressing sexuality. And the moment it's your little sister, it's like, oh, no.
It's a different ball. It's a different ball game when it is family and when, you find out those things about your little sister. Personally, I mean, like, I actually at the opposite. Like, I seriously was expecting the judging to come out. Oh, really? Because Maxine can be judgy.
She can.
And
she can be judgy.
So I was expecting that switch, like, just instantly. I was just expecting it. And, Maxine's like, it's degrading and you're smart. And I really think there's a misconception for stripping. Stripping does not mean you're dumb. Right. It does not mean you have no options to get a job that pays well. But apparently stripping pays a lot well. Yeah, I mean, especially when you do it right.
She said she was making $92,000 a year just off stripping. So it's like, can't really be mad at that. I mean, it doesn't mean that you're not smart. And I think it's interesting when Maxine said, like, oh, this is beneath you. Yeah. Like, what makes her beneath this perfectly legal profession that's making her good money?
I mean, it's not like she's prostituting herself. I mean, that is illegal.
Yeah, that's a different story. But if she's dancing and she's happy doing it, I mean,
and I'm making $92,000 a year.
Right, not just no money to laugh at. That's
sorry,
a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. I'm making more than you making at the county.
Right,
man.
That's more than teachers make. That's more than nurses make.
Teachers don't make
police
nothing.
Officers.
We know that.
Yeah. So I mean, you can't really be mad at her hustle. That's kind of how I feel about it.
I feel the same way. It's like as soon as I was like, okay, strippers club, like players club, like that whole like I'm just doing this to get where I need to go at the end of the day. I'm furthering my own career, whatever my career is gonna lead to. And I'm doing it for myself.
Right. And she was
I'm not asking for handouts.
Yeah.
I'm not calling daddy. I'm not leaning on our father like obviously Maxine has done in the past before she got her backbone.
So I feel like, I mean, I do understand in the sense that like I have a little sister and she's significantly younger than me. Well, no, she's 6 years younger. And
she's significantly.
And it's like if she was on the pole, I probably would be like, oh my God, do you have to do this? Like, you're my little baby. But at the end of the day, she's a grown woman and she's happy and secure in her choice. Like, you can't really hate on that.
Hey, Luwap in the chat. Thanks for joining us.
Hey.
Do you have a younger sister? Like, weigh in on this. Like, we need I'm assuming you're a guy, so we're going to need a guy's perspective
Yeah,
today.
I would love to hear a guy's perspective. And we did kind of get that with Gerard when Maxine was like, oh, I'm going to go to amateur night. And he's like, no,
you're not.
I don't think
that's all, and the hypocrisy from your boyfriend, obviously, as well. There's a hypocrisy throughout the entire episode and misconceptions and it's just interesting. Engineer, you want to chime in? You're a guy.
Right, like, let's hear. Because, I think most men have been to strip clubs with their boys, had a good time, but if there was their wife or their girlfriend or their sister up there, they probably would have a totally different opinion about it.
Have you been to a strip club?
I have. I've been to one in my hometown in Detroit, and then I went to, what was it, King of Diamonds? Whatever the famous one is in Atlanta, I went to that one. So, yes,
cool.
I've been to two. It's an interesting experience. I think
I saw when Shannon was here right now.
Yes, I know, because, Shannon, y'all. Shannon is from Miami, so she probably has some great stripper stories compared to the two of us.
I've never been.
You never been to a strip club?
Nobody wants to go with me.
Okay, we should do a hosting trip together. We will all go to a good strip club out here.
I want to go to Vegas or my friends in Magic Mike Live, so I want to check that out. Even Thunder Down Under, because we have to. But yeah, I've always wanted to go to a strip club and nobody ever wants to go with me.
It's fun. I feel like you got to go with a good group of people. Have a good time. Be respectful of the girls. Obviously, they are not prostitutes. They're not hoes. They're working women. And yeah, just go have a good time. And just don't be creepy. There are some creepy dudes that come through in a strip club that I've seen. I'm like, you gotta calm down. You're doing way too much. And those women are athletic. Some of the tricks and moves and
I've actually done pole fitness. That is no joke.
Yeah.
You seriously doing it just as a woman, you feel after that workout, it was so
empowering, right?
There was no other feeling. I never felt so sexier, and it was just for me. It wasn't for anybody else at that moment but me. Me feeling sexy and me just being in tune with my own body.
Right. I agree. I feel like when me and my girlfriends all went and we did pole fitness, it really does make you feel empowered, and it's a workout. Trying to figure out that pole and those turns,
trying
and
to get that upper body strength.
Body strength to do that. You got to get those girls credit, because that takes some serious muscle mass to pull that kind of stuff off.
It really does. It is not a joke.
No, not at all. And, I think Joe's take on it was interesting. I thought he'd be a little bit more judgy, but he seems to be
He's been to strip clubs. He's been to 32.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to season 1. He's been to 32 strip clubs. No, season 2. But he's been to 32 strip clubs. He's good.
Yeah, he seemed like, hey, if you like it, I love it. And I thought him being old school, he might be a little bit more I don't know if you should be doing that.
No, I'm a feminist too now.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a feminist. I support this.
You can just say you're a feminist and then you become a feminist. That's so cool.
And that's all it takes, I guess. I thought it required just a little bit more work, but maybe not.
I feel like it really does. But in this realm of that is the Carmichael Show, we'll let him pass.
Yeah, we'll give him a pass for that.
I found Bobby in this episode very interesting because he's like, I wouldn't know that face anywhere. And then, Gerard commented, because I wrote it down. He's like, if you're looking at a stripper's face, you're doing it wrong.
That's true.
And that is a true, that seriously is a true statement,
That's very true.
I think you're there to see their body. You're there to appreciate their body and get your lap dance on. Yeah. Enjoy the environment.
Right.
If you're looking at their face, you're not really submersive in the experience.
You're not taking it all in. There's so many other things to look at and experience. But I feel like Bobby, it was probably because he was going through that divorce. So he was just imagining a whole life with a caramel diva. That's why he focused on her face. But
Renji. No, he said Maxine should have gone as double dip. Wet sprinkle sounds like the front crowd should have rain ponchos, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, we agree. We're double dip was
double
way
dip
better.
Was sexy,
way better.
And just
double dip.
Because you're black and you're white, you double dip.
Yeah,
that is very true. You better be double dip.
Yeah, when we were watching it, we thought the same thing. We're like, double dip.
We agree.
So much better than wet sprinkle. Wet sprinkle was. But I mean, clearly the crowd loved it because she came out of that saying they go to Hawaii. So.
Right? Like, yes, money to Hawaii. She had a stack.
I
not
know.
even like a little stack.
From one dance. That's why it's like you can't be mad at strippers.
Maybe we need to do amateur night. Like, we just.
I'm saying one dance.
I need to work out before I do it, but like I'm down to like
one dance.
I'm down to make some money. If I come out with a couple $100, I'll be happy in life.
And you can fly to Hawaii. It's like this. You can't be mad at that hustle.
I can fly my mom to me. I would love to just pay for my mom's trip to come see me for the first time ever being an adult and pay.
Yeah, like 4 minutes of work, 4 minutes of dance, and now you can have a whole trip to Hawaii. I mean,
would you tell your mom if you're a stripper?
Probably. Me and my mom are like, we could talk about almost anything. So I think if I told her, she would disagree with the choice. But I could probably tell her, and she'd be like, okay, Mariel, you don't have to do that. We'll find another way.
Oh, no. I brought it up to my mom when I was considering working at a strip club. And I was like, she's like, I would prefer if you work at a sex shop, personally.
Really? That's interesting.
Than a strip club.
Why did she feel
She would
that
be
way?
okay with it. She would have been fine if I did it either way, if I actually ended up working at a strip club. But she would prefer it if I worked at a sex shop.
That's really interesting. I mean, I guess maybe because there aren't any naked people in a sex shop, even though they both are kind of selling fantasy.
Yeah.
But
I think she thought maybe I'd be a little safer, maybe at a sex shop.
Yeah, so you don't have like creepy men and, trying to grab on you and stuff. Maybe a little bit less in a sex shop. Maybe.
If you had a stripper name.
Oh, God.
What would it be? You know I was going to ask. You know it has to have
know.
It has
Man, stripper name. Probably like Ebony Amazon or something like that. Because I'm almost 6 feet tall. So something to do with like my height. Something with Amazon in it. I don't know. I've never thought about it. But yeah, I think something like that. Or maybe something with Amazon. I'll think about it. I really have to put some time into it. What about you?
I'm sitting here thinking while you're talking. I'm thinking of a couple different ones.
Okay.
Like, okay, I'll use my alter ego name.
What is that?
Yes, guys, I have an alter ego name. It is.
What? You gotta say it now. I mean, you put it out there. You gotta say what it is. You gotta let the world know.
Okay, it's like Phoebe.
Phoebe. I can see the sexy coming from that. Like an alter ego, like a sexy. I could see that.
I'll call her Fifi or something.
Fifi. That's even better. I think that's a good stripper name. Fifi.
Fifi, like, yeah, because like, but I would have to remember to actually respond when somebody says that, because like legit, like I have a tendency if you don't actually say my name, I don't hear it. Like, it seriously like goes across the field. Either that or like Siren.
Ooh, Siren. Ooh, yeah, that works too.
Because I'm obsessed with mythology, so I love sirens.
Yeah, that's definitely. I think that would be good. Strip club. Amateur night.
Like I said, I'm gonna get fit first.
Prep
let me work. Let me get like fit. Let me get my tummy down a little bit more. My ass is great, so I'm good. Just not getting my tummy down. I'll be there.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at strippers out here today, like they're using that as a come up. I mean, a lot of them are like
curvy is in style and
blowing up. Amber Rose, Black China, like it's so many people that started a strip club and now here they are making their millions.
Yeah, but never mind. I won't go there because I'll keep it a little bit NC-17 for today. Just the things I would say.
What?
Things I would say, but I'm not.
I mean, we keep it pretty raw on this show, so.
That is true. However, I'm gonna keep it. I'll tell you after.
Okay. Tell me after.
Because there are a lot. And then obviously Nikisha comes in.
Yes.
And she's like, "Carol, my diva, is that you?" And then they're like, "How do you know?" Because she's the one.
Obviously.
She had friends, took Bobby. That's actually a great thing for your ex-wife to do, though.
That's what I think. So I mean, that is a nice camaraderie for exes to be able to take him to the strip club and
help him get over it.
Right, help him get over it. Y'all are such good friends. You can make that work. It's like, hey, kudos to you because most exes I know probably would not go to the strip club together.
I just want somebody to take me.
Take you?
I just want to go to the strip club.
Okay, when Shannon gets back from Miami, she's visiting family right now, y'all, but she gets back, we are going to go to a strip club here in LA. I don't know where the good ones are. You got, hey, commenters,
yeah,
if you know.
If you know, like, I mean, the only one I kind of know is because it's an all guy show is the I don't know if it's actually still there. It's the Hollywood Men show because it's Hollywood Highland.
Okay, we could do that.
Oh, because I was in Chocolate City too, and one of the guys is actually a stripper there.
Oh, that's like his. Yeah, I heard for those movies they got a lot of people who actually do that in real life. So
it was fun. I had we had Black Magic.
Okay.
You know, but I think they seriously were the same people in Vivica Fox's Black Magic.
Oh,
it was the same
yeah.
people, and they were in the thing. So I was just like, this is my job. You're paying me. Fake, like I have fake money to throw and put it. Yay! This is a job.
Hey, sounds like a fun job to me.
It was a great day. Remind me to show you the video, okay? Because I do have it. I have a video.
But you know one thing about this episode, I was not expecting Maxine to actually go out and strip. I thought she was gonna punk out at the end, like, oh, we've talked about this. Like, I don't really have to do it.
Maxine has a very. I know the word. Maxine has. It's like there, guys. Maxine, like she has to be right a little bit.
Yeah, one of those people that like always has to prove that.
Yeah, she has to prove it. Like she's very competitive.
That's
she
true.
wants to prove she can do whatever anyone else can do, and
right.
That's the only way for her sister to
not strip or maybe consider not stripping. Yeah, that's true when you think about it that way. It's like she does have that spirit in her where if somebody kind of was like, you won't do this, she's going to be like, oh, you want to bet? Watch me go out there, even if it's not something she really wants to do.
What I found, there's two things in this episode that I loved a lot. First is Nikisha. Nikisha said, this is our problem as women. We don't need men to tear us down because we do a great job of doing it to each other, and that seriously needs to stop. Yeah,
that's actually, even though Nikisha said it, and she's kind of like we're always laughing at her kind of thing, or she's always like comedic. I thought that was a really true statement. Because, a lot of times it isn't men judging other women. It's women judging other women. Like,
and trying to tear them down.
Yeah.
It seriously needs to stop. We need to stop trying to tear each other down and raise each other up because women are what's going to make this country better.
Yeah.
And as soon as the rest of the world understands that, we will all be so much happier.
Right. And when we tear, for instance, with the stripper thing, if we tear women down who are strippers, that just gives license for men to do the same thing. Because it's like, well, y'all are talking bad about her for being a stripper, so why wouldn't I do it?
I personally wouldn't care.
Yeah. So
I think that's also different. It also depends on generational and how you were raised, because some people were raised a certain way and do have a warped view of what stripping is and what what is right or wrong.
Yeah, or like moral sense.
Morally. But personally, if you she was saying, I would have a whole bunch of mothers in here who are stripping to save their family would disagree with you. Yeah, I am stripping to save my family. I am stripping to give them a better future. Yeah, and this is what it takes. Who are you to judge me for doing what I'm doing to take care of them? Yeah, I love that. And then, for Gerard to say, like, nobody strips to save their family. I'm like, don't me strippers probably are stripping to take care of their kids, which is in essence saving their family, or like take care of their parents or somebody else that depends on them in their family. Like, you don't know why they're doing it. You can't just assume it's like she's stripping because she's a hoe. Like, and first of all, stripping does not apply you sleep with anybody. So that also does not make you a hoe, which is also a misconception. Yeah. I mean, it's just, you can get so deep into it, so many layers to it, but it's like, you can't say, oh, Maxine, nobody does that. Like, people don't strip for their families. It's like, actually, a lot of women and men probably are stripping for their families to save them in some way. So I don't know about that one, Gerard. And the second thing was Cynthia and Joe's last scene with Maxine. Them talking, first of all, prostitute Inspector Gadget. Yes. Yeah. I love that. Thank you. We bowed down to Miss Loretta Devine because that was fantastic. Amazing. You are a queen for that line. But it is true. Like, not having a lot of money tests your family. It shows you just how strong a family can be because, like, being in a big, like, having money, you can go separate ways and, like, you can just disagree and not see each other. Right, walk away. 7 months, or you're forced to deal with each other. You have no choice. Yeah, I was like, that's very real when she's saying, it was funny, of course, but it was real. Like, if you're in a huge house, you don't have to, like, confront those issues. You can walk away. You go to one wing of the house, I go to the other wing of the house, and we don't ever have to deal with it. While if you're growing up,
You guys are sharing a room. You're sharing a bathroom. Like
sharing shoes.
Right, sharing shoes even. Like you're with that person 24/7. You have to confront those issues. You can't just sweep them under the rug. And I do think some of that has to do with growing up, and just. I think in Maxine's family, they didn't have to do that, you know, because they had that privilege. Like, they can just walk away from it. And
that's also the problem with being privileged.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's white privilege, black privilege, just rich privilege. We'll call it that, rich privilege.
Mm-hmm.
When you grow up with that amount of money, it's easier to swipe things under, you know, the rug and just let them fester, and, you know, you can go your several ways. But when you're in a smaller house, money's not that well. Money's real tight.
Yeah.
You ain't got no choice but to deal with somebody.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Like, there is no choice. I'm going to sit here and look at your face like this.
Because we have nowhere else to go. We
have nowhere else
to be.
Ain't got no money to spend on nothing. Can't go to the corner store. I can't even get a annihilator. Like, come on.
Right. And I feel like if you're coming from a place of money, you got to actually, you know, make that effort to sit down with that person and deal with it and not walk away from it because you can. Or like, oh, I don't want to deal with this. Like, I'm going to go shopping, or I'm going to take a trip, or I'm just going to stay in this corner of the house and you stay in that corner, and
never the twain shall meet.
Yeah. And I hope that, like, Maxine and her sister, this whole stripping thing has, like, built a bond so they don't have to not talk to each other for 7 months. That's insane. You don't think so?
Oh, I go the same amount with my siblings. So
oh, really?
Hey,
family is complicated.
Family is definitely complicated. What I loved was Maxine. She's like, I should be able to call you a slut and then go out to lunch with you later. It's kind of true. Like, I should be able to, like, you know, get my frustrations out, but we still need to talk. We still need to communicate.
Yeah.
Biggest key for families is communication.
I agree.
So, keyword of today, if she want to be a stripper, be a stripper. Let her be happy. Do her, make her $90,000 a year.
Right.
And communicate.
Exactly. Communicate. And it's just about, like, respect and love. You don't have to agree. You can criticize. You can fight. It can even get ugly. But at the end of the day, you have to respect and love the people that are in your family. And if you have that, then you can, like...
You can overcome a lot.
Right. You can
respect
work through
and love.
it.
Seriously, people don't understand. Respect and love are two things that, if you have those, seriously, you can get through a lot.
Respect is key. And you don't have to get to the point where it's like, oh, I got to strip to prove a point. Like, you can just talk it out.
And if I still want to strip after, I'm still going to strip after.
Exactly. So, hopefully that was a learning moment.
We forgot.
What?
We forgot to introduce ourselves.
Oh, that's okay.
I know. I just realized that too. Oh, got you. We'll do it.
Yeah, we'll do a good send-off. You guys will know who we are.
So, Luwop, if you're watching, I want to let you know Fiona says the next thing she's up in is just Daytime Divas. And if I don't hear you say, yeah, I heard this, I'm going to say it again tomorrow on Daytime Divas. Just so I can, you know, cover all my bases. Anything else?
No, it was really powerful. Like, every episode I've seen of this show, it was definitely had you thinking, had you laughing, and it's a good time.
Hey guys, so we love the show. We're like, I can't believe there's 2-3 episodes left.
Crazy, man.
That is crazy.
So sad.
But you know, we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Shannon will be back next week.
She will.
And
shout
Mariel,
out to Shannon.
You wanna let them know?
What's up, guys? This is Mariel Turner. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mariel_Turner.
You need to slap me for saying your name wrong. Hey, guys, I am Chae Jones. You can find me at Real Chae Jones on Twitter and Instagram. Love Chae Butt on Snapchat. And tomorrow at Daytime Divas, 6 p.m. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you guys so much. We cannot express how much we love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Give us 5 stars on iTunes, SoundCloud.
Yes, do it.
Hopefully we'll move to Spotify. We might. I'm just throwing it into the universe.
Hey, throw it into the universe.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
From executive producers
The views
Maria
expressed herein are
Menounos,
those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.